Alright, so I'm going to go back to some question time. The first question I got was, what are my favorite TV shows? So my 3 favorite TV shows are The Office, Parks and Rec, and Stranger Things, so shout out to Netflix for having all of them available to me. Another question I got asked is what my favorite thing about India is, because my entire family is originally from India. So my 2 favorite things about India is probably, the first one is probably food, because I love the street food, and the second one is I love visiting the Taj Mahal. It's so beautiful. So my brother just pointed out that that question might have been about my sister queen India instead, so I'm going to tell you in the next snap why I love her so much as well. India, you are one of the most beautiful, thoughtful, and intelligent people that I know, and you are truly like the sister that I never had. Another question I was asked is what is one of my favorite things to do in my free time? That would actually have to be Bollywood dancing. I have been a Bollywood dancer for 13 years now, and I do have a recital coming up tonight, so if you stick around, I'll be able to show you a little bit of it. Okay, so the next question I'm going to answer is what are my favorite hair products to use? To be honest with you, the best thing I've probably done to my hair is not putting too many chemicals or products in it, and I try to refrain from curling or straightening it whenever I can. Our next stop is downtown Disney, and we just got here, so I can't wait to show you guys around. Somebody asked me how tall I am and what my ethnicity is, and I am 5'9" and Indian. My favorite Miss Teen USA was Cassidy Wolf, my favorite Miss USA was Olivia Jordan, and my favorite Miss Universe was Pia Wurtzbach. In my case, it was really helpful having a pageant coach around. You know, she was always there to put me in the right direction, and so I think if it's something new you're trying, it's definitely helpful. I am beyond proud to be representing my Indian culture in the USA pageant, and especially coming from the state of California, I really just get to embody the diversity that we have. My main philosophy for my life goal is that no matter what my career is, I always want to set aside time to give back and take care of the people who brought me to where I am. Our class is Model United Nations, which is a program through which I have been able to travel internationally and speak out about issues that affect our generation directly. I would have to say Emma Watson, because as the United Nations ambassador, she also uses her public status to speak out and raise awareness about international issues. To go back to that question about someone who asked me what you want to do when you're in California, let's just say that Disneyland was 90 degrees and it is 75 here right now.
Jaanu, who is your favorite dress designer?
Baba, is that even a question?
Really?
I just want to do a quick shout out to my grandma for being the absolute cutest person in the world. I actually just started competing in pageants about a year ago, so I won Miss California Teen USA on my first try. My favorite thing about being Miss California Teen USA is working with the Grossman Burn Foundation and the ASTI charity. For the past 8 years, my family has been actively holding fundraisers to raise money for acid and burn attack victims, as well as just people who have been abused in general. As I got older, I realized that I wanted to take on this project as my own, and that's when I became an ambassador for the Grossman Burn Foundation. The foundation was started by a doctor who wanted to personally treat burn victims, and I decided to support them because I wanted to use my title to promote his work in this cause.
Hi, this is Nakude Mahajan from So You Think You Can Dance. This is Jaanu, my student who just did her amazing Bollywood number. She's saying goodbye to her class. We're gonna miss her so.
So that was our last dance performance together after 13 years, and it was a really emotional time for me, but I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm really gonna miss those girls. So I just got changed out of my performance and we're now on our way to the Griffith Observatory, so we should be there in about 40 minutes, but on the way I'm gonna do some Q&As. I was asked how many siblings I have, and I only have the one, but he is the best. He's been driving me around today. Any other brother do that? So every body is different, and I would definitely suggest seeing a specialist to see what you need. They can tell you what would be best for your body, and I definitely think that's really important for everybody. Personally, for me, that was just keeping a good exercise routine and having a balanced diet with a lot of protein and trying to cut out extra sugars and carbs. The highlight of my year was definitely walking in New York Fashion Week for Sherry Hill. It was one of the most amazing experiences. So we're on our way up to the observatory, but I had to stop and take a video of this view. It's too beautiful. If you ever visit here, I would definitely recommend coming at night, or at sunset at least. It's so beautiful. Now we're heading out to downtown LA to show you guys some iconic sights, and I also have a big surprise coming up for you.
You are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna see forever.
Oh my God! Look who I know! Okay, so we have a special announcement.
Yes.
We will be roommates at Miss Teen USA. Are we excited to try only the best ice cream sandwich place in the world?
I am.
I'm very
Oh, yeah.
excited. Yes. It's gonna be. So we just dropped off Alexis and her mom, and I'm really sad to say goodbye, but it is time for our last Q&A session of the day. In the 1980s, my dad's family immigrated from Africa and my mom's immigrated from India, and I was born and raised here in Huntington Beach. My favorite part of the pageant is the interview portion because that's the time that I get to show my true beliefs and what I have to offer. Back in 2006, I actually went to Alaska and we spent a week on a cruise and a week on land, and it was one of the most amazing trips I've had, so yes, I would definitely come back. My favorite food is chicken tikka masala, which is a very famous Indian dish, and if you have not had it before, you are definitely missing out big time. Growing up with one brother and 3 boy cousins was not easy, but I can tell you it is really nice being the princess of the family and getting first pick on food. So I have been fortunate enough to visit about 15 countries in my lifetime, and hopefully next on my list is Japan in the springtime. So the last question of the day that I'm going to answer is, what languages do I speak? My family is from a state called Gujarat in India, and growing up I was able to pick up Gujarati, and I also just finished my 4th year of Spanish, so I hope to become fluent in that. Okay, so before I sign off for tonight, I just want to say thank you everybody for being such a great audience and asking such amazing questions. I had so much fun with you and showing you around my hometown tonight.